You reach for your favorite summer dress. It's the one you used to love, the color, the cut, the comfort. But today something feels off. It doesn't flow the same way. It clings where it shouldn't. It whispers memories of younger summers, but no longer reflects the elegant woman you've become. You pause and wonder, is it me or is it the dress? Let me gently say this. It's not you. It's simply that your style, like your spirit, has evolved. See, after 50, fashion becomes less about following trends and more about curating pieces that speak to you, for you, and about you. Your dresses should move with grace, flatter your silhouette, and whisper confidence, not cling to the past. In this video, I want to walk with you, step by elegant step, through 7 summer dress styles elegant women over 50 should avoid, and more importantly, what to wear instead. We're not tossing your wardrobe, we're refining it. We're not hiding your body, we're honoring it. Because true style doesn't come from showing more skin, it comes from showing more of who you are. So pour yourself a cup of something lovely. Let's talk about sleeves that shout too loudly, hemlines that rush the story, and cuts that forget the beauty of simplicity. We begin, not with judgment, but with joyful editing. Ready? Let's begin with a detail that seems harmless, but quietly shifts your whole silhouette: puffy sleeves. For women over 50, these voluminous sleeves often add unnecessary bulk to the shoulders and arms, making your frame appear wider and heavier than it is. They tend to create a top-heavy effect, drawing attention upward in a way that feels exaggerated, not elegant. You might think, but puff sleeves are youthful. Yes, but they're youthful in the way costumes are youthful. They're not age-appropriate fashion when the proportions overwhelm your natural elegance. And worse, they compete with your facial features. Instead of enhancing your glow, they distract from it. That's why so many elegant summer dresses for women over 50 now avoid these dramatic sleeves altogether. Because once you pass 50, style isn't about more fabric, more volume, or more trend. It's about more refinement. So what should you wear instead? Flattering dress styles that feature structured, thoughtfully cut sleeves, ones that enhance, not exaggerate. Here are 3 age-friendly alternatives that exude class. A classic wrap dress with flutter or cap sleeves that follow the natural line of the arm. A shirt dress with soft, fitted shoulder seams that don't puff or balloon. A fit and flare silhouette with 3/4 sleeves, creating a balanced proportion and a soft visual taper from shoulder to waist. These designs allow your arms to feel comfortable while maintaining a refined silhouette, perfect for everything from garden parties to summer dinners. Better still, they align beautifully with how to dress classy over 50, letting your personality shine without the distraction of oversized trends. You'll notice an immediate change. Your frame looks more balanced. Your face becomes the focus. Your confidence radiates without effort. And this is what truly elegant women understand. Sophistication isn't in the volume, it's in the restraint. By choosing age-appropriate sleeves, you elevate your whole summer wardrobe effortlessly. So next time you're shopping for elegant summer dresses for women over 50, remember, skip the puff, embrace the clean, and let your sleeves support your story, not rewrite it. There's no denying it. Mini dresses have their moment. They feel fun, youthful, maybe even a little daring. But after 50, they often send a message you never intended. You walk into a summer gathering confident, but something feels off. Your dress rides up when you sit. You tug at the hem subconsciously, and instead of hearing, "You look amazing," you sense the room questioning your style. That's the tricky truth about mini dresses after 50. They can easily read as trying too hard, to stay young, to keep up, to prove something. But you have nothing to prove. Because elegant fashion for older women isn't about holding on to the past, it's about elevating the now. Short hemlines tend to break the line of the body in a harsh way, making legs appear shorter and the outfit feel disproportionate. Instead of elongating your frame, they often do the opposite. And for many women, the discomfort alone is enough. You want to sit, move, and laugh freely, not be adjusting your dress all day. So, what works better? Age-appropriate length dresses, knee-length or midi, are a style game changer. They offer refinement, movement, and confidence all in one. A midi wrap dress that gently grazes your knee, utterly flattering and timeless. A fit and flare just below the knee, romantic and refined. These lengths draw the eye vertically, creating a more elegant proportion from shoulder to hem. They also flatter the leg, showing just enough to feel feminine, but never forced. More importantly, these dresses give you that effortless grace that turns heads without trying. If you're wondering how to dress over 50 and still look modern, this is the secret. Choose pieces that move with you, not against you, that highlight your wisdom, not compete with your youth. Because chic styles for women 50 plus aren't afraid of longer lengths. They embrace the art of suggestion, the power of mystery. You don't have to reveal everything to feel beautiful. You just have to own your elegance. So the next time you're choosing summer dresses for mature women, reach for the one that glides, not clings. Because the most stylish women over 50, they don't dress to be noticed. They dress to be remembered. You spot it in the store, a sleek curve-hugging bodycon dress. The mannequin looks incredible. You think, maybe I can still pull that off. But here's the reality. Most body-hugging dresses aren't designed with mature women in mind. They're often made with thin fabrics, minimal structure, and unforgiving silhouettes. Every curve, every line, every bump, highlighted instead of smoothed. And suddenly, instead of feeling empowered, you feel exposed. That confidence you hoped for, gone in an instant. For women over 50, this isn't about shame, it's about freedom. Freedom from feeling like you have to squeeze into youth to be seen. Because the truth is, age-appropriate fashion for older women doesn't mean hiding your body. It means dressing in a way that honors it. The body you have now, it tells your story, and it deserves clothes that support, flatter, and respect every chapter. Bodycon dresses too often do the opposite. They make you feel like you're walking around with a spotlight on your least favorite angles. And that's not style, that's stress. So, what's the better choice? Dresses that skim, not squeeze. That flow, not cling. The best dress styles for mature women are those with a little structure, a little shape, and a lot of elegance. Think, a wrap dress that defines your waist while floating gently over the hips, a fit and flare silhouette that adds balance to your figure, an A-line dress with subtle draping that elongates your frame, a structured shift dress that feels tailored but not tight. These styles follow your natural shape without turning every movement into a moment of discomfort. They also offer something bodycon never will, ease. You can sit comfortably, walk confidently, laugh without adjusting, live fully while looking polished and pulled together. And yes, you can still look sexy. Because sexy after 50 is not about the tightest fit. It's about confidence, comfort, and command of your look. If you're wondering how to dress to look slimmer after 50, the answer isn't tighter. It's smarter. Smart silhouettes, smart fabrics, smart styling. And when you choose flattering dresses for women over 50, you give yourself permission to shine. Not despite your age, but because of it. So leave the bodycon behind and step into dresses that move with you and move others. Have you ever put on a dress and thought, why does it feel like the dress is wearing me, not the other way around? That's the danger of loud prints. Chaotic florals, aggressive geometrics, and color explosions that scream for attention. But not the right kind of attention. For women over 50, these patterns don't just steal the spotlight. They clash with your natural elegance. They pull focus from your face, your posture, your presence, and suddenly, the dress becomes a distraction, not a statement. Many women think that bold prints equals fun plus youthful. But in reality, they often date your outfit, not in a retro chic way, but in an out-of-touch way. Busy prints make it harder to coordinate accessories, harder to wear on repeat, and worst of all, they overwhelm your silhouette. Even the most graceful posture can disappear in a sea of swirls, zigzags, and neon hibiscus. The truth? Elegance doesn't need to shout. It whispers, with intention, refinement, and grace. So what's the refined alternative? The most elegant summer dresses for mature women feature prints that speak softly and clearly. They frame your beauty, not compete with it. Think, a delicate watercolor floral on a neutral background, a simple navy and white stripe, timeless, clean, flattering. A soft abstract print in muted jewel tones like olive, aubergine, or dusty rose, micro polka dots or tone-on-tone textures that add interest without visual clutter. These kinds of patterns are your style allies. They bring depth, dimension, and age-appropriate flair. And let's talk color. Best prints for women over 50 often have a controlled palette. Not 10 competing colors, but 2 or 3 that complement your skin tone and make you glow. If you have silver or salt and pepper hair, try soft lavenders, blues, or earthy neutrals. Brunettes look stunning in emerald, coral, or navy accents. And deeper skin tones absolutely shine in bronze, cinnamon, or sunset hues. These aren't just flattering, they're polished, versatile, and modern. And they let you remain the center of attention, not your dress. Remember, fashion tips for older women aren't about playing it safe. They're about playing it smart, and classy prints are a power move. So next time you're shopping for a summer dress, ask yourself, does this print light up my face or drown it out? Does it say elegant or overdone? When in doubt, lean into refinement. The print should support your presence, not steal it. Because the most timeless beauty is never busy, it's balanced. You see a dress on the hanger, the color is perfect, the fabric feels light and breezy. And then you notice the waist, gathered, ruched, bunched up like a paper bag. So many women over 50 fall into this trap, thinking that more fabric equals more coverage equals more flattering. But what often happens is the opposite. Dresses with excessive ruching, tiered seams, or elastic shirring at the waist tend to do one thing: add bulk, exactly where you don't want it. They can make your midsection look wider, puffier, even shapeless. The eye doesn't see definition, it sees a fabric storm. And suddenly, that comfort dress becomes your biggest silhouette saboteur. Especially in summer, when thin fabrics cling to the body and heat makes everything swell. All those gathered zones become even more visible and less forgiving. And here's the biggest myth: these dresses hide my tummy. In reality, they highlight it by drawing attention right to it. If you're searching for how to hide belly fat with dresses, the answer isn't fabric overload, it's smart structure. Let's talk about what actually works. Elegant fashion for older women celebrates the body. It doesn't hide it. So instead of volume, you want definition, but done with intention. Look for a wrap dress with a gentle side tie, a fit and flare silhouette that hugs the waist and floats over the hips, a shirt dress with a clean waist seam or a lightly structured belt, dresses with princess seams or darted bodices that shape the body without squeezing it. These details create the illusion of curves, even if your figure has softened with time. And unlike elastic gathers, they stay elegant even after a long lunch or an outdoor event in the sun. Here's a tip most stylists swear by. Choose fabrics with a bit of structure, like cotton blends, ponte knit, or light linen with tailoring. They drape, they don't cling, and when paired with subtle waist shaping, they give you that "she looks effortlessly slim" effect. One more thing to remember: belts aren't the enemy. They just need to be soft, narrow, and placed right. A thin belt in a matching or tone-on-tone color can subtly pull the eye inward. A simple trick to create that hourglass look. This is why fit and flare dresses for women over 50 are such a summer staple. They're timeless, flattering, and forgiving in all the right ways. So next time you're browsing flattering dresses for mature women, don't just focus on color or sleeve. Check the waist. If it's drowning in fabric, keep walking. If it's smooth, shaped, and thoughtfully tailored, that's your gem. Because elegance isn't about covering up. It's about knowing how to enhance what's already beautiful. It starts innocently. You want to feel comfortable. It's hot out. You're running errands. You throw on a loose cotton sundress, no structure, no shape, and you think, at least I'm covered. But here's the hard truth. Looking covered is not the same as looking styled. Too many casual summer dresses for women over 50 fall into the trap of being overly relaxed, to the point of looking like sleepwear. Shapeless jersey dresses that cling in all the wrong places. Thin cotton frocks with zero tailoring. Oversized pullovers that hang like a sack. They're comfy, yes, but elegant? Not quite. These are the dresses that make people wonder if you just got out of bed or forgot you were going out. And for women over 50 whose style communicates confidence and presence, these looks can unintentionally signal, "I've stopped trying." And that's not the message you want to send, especially when age-appropriate elegance is just one smarter choice away. Here's what truly comfortable yet elegant dresses look like. They fit well, breathe well, and look intentional. Start with natural fabrics like cotton poplin, linen blends, or viscose that hold their shape but stay cool in summer heat. These fabrics drape rather than droop. They move with you, not against you. Choose dresses with subtle structure. A-line shapes with a touch of waist definition. Shirt dresses with buttons and collars that signal polish. Simple sheath dresses and quality knits that hold their form. Wrap dresses with casual cuts but refined finishes. When browsing stylish cotton dresses for mature women, look for elevated touches, a defined waistline, a modest slit or hemline detailing a collar, cuff, or pleat that adds visual interest, buttons that are functional and decorative. You've picked a beautiful dress. The print is subtle, the fabric flows just right, the length is perfect. But then, the neckline plunges a little too far. And just like that, elegance gives way to distraction. This is a common mistake in summer dressing for women over 50, choosing low-cut necklines that are more fit for cocktail parties than casual brunches, garden walks, or farmers markets. We're not saying you shouldn't feel sexy, but there's a difference between refined allure and too much reveal. Deep V-necks, dramatic scoop necks, excessive cutouts, they can cheapen your entire look, especially under bright daytime light. The worst part? Instead of people seeing your radiant face, your elegant presence, they're looking elsewhere. And that's not the impression you've worked so hard to cultivate. How to look classy after 50 begins with dressing for your energy, not just your body. Elegance isn't about hiding, it's about choosing well. The most sophisticated women know that the right neckline frames the face, enhances posture, and lets you shine without shouting. So what should you reach for instead? A refined V-neck, low enough to elongate your neckline, high enough to keep the mystery. Scoop necks, soft, graceful, and universally flattering. Boat necks, they show off the collarbone, add polish, and never feel overdone. Classic crew necks, timeless, clean, and ideal for layering jewelry. These are the necklines that appear over and over in modest neckline dresses over 50. Not because they're boring, but because they're reliable, flattering, and versatile. When you wear a tasteful neckline, people focus on your eyes, not your cleavage. Conversations feel easier, posture feels stronger. You feel comfortable all day, not tugging or adjusting. The outfit works in any setting: brunch, shopping, travel, even casual office events. Age-appropriate summer fashion doesn't mean giving up personal style. It means evolving it, choosing cuts and lines that celebrate your wisdom, your confidence, your authentic beauty. And if you're ever unsure, just remember, the neckline that flatters you most is the one that makes people say, "She always looks so put together." Because that's the essence of elegant summer outfits for mature women. Not being noticed for what you reveal, but remembered for the way you carry yourself.